This Saturday, October 4th at Marshbank Park, enjoy a free women-centered community designed to inspire movement, connection, and mindful reset with the Recess Club, providing a modern take on recess and encouraging women to reclaim intentional pauses in their lives through movement and nature-based gatherings. Joining us now on the Splash Live to tell us more is fitness instructor and wellness advocate Melissa Coulier, the creator of the Recess Club. Melissa, really happy to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
Of course. Now, this is going to be a great event this weekend taking place at Marshbank Park. What inspired you to create the Recess Club, and why now?
Yeah, it's really just to give us a way to pause and reconnect with our bodies, step away from the craziness, the busyness, get offline, really come together as a community, and having movement and play be more accessible and simplify it, right? We tend to overcomplicate wellness in general, and this is just a way to get people together and move their bodies and just, revisit that recess mindset of getting outside just for play and connection.
That's right. Getting in tune with your body, enjoying the outdoors, enjoying nature. It sounds amazing. Now, wellness can be a complicated term. It can mean several different things. How does the Recess Club redefine what wellness means for women today?
Yeah, so I think that the Recess Club in general is, like I said, it's simplifying it, right? It's simplifying wellness. We tend to think that we have to get in that 1 hour at the gym, and if we don't, we're somehow failing in getting that movement in. And this is a way to get people to step outside, realize how simple wellness can be, and how we don't have to take it so serious, It can be of play, it can be just to get in nature. And also, I just love the aspect of everybody getting together in community that's free and having real life conversation in person rather than being stuck online.
I like that, and I like that you're making it inclusive for everybody. Yeah. I am curious, what types of women do you see joining the Recess Club, and what would you say that they're looking for?
Yeah, the women I see joining Recess Club are leaders, entrepreneurs, mothers. It really ranges. I feel like we've seen a little bit of everything, but it's mostly women who are carrying so much weight with responsibility of home, work, and just needing that break, needing that pause to just give themselves that time.
Interesting. And yeah, you're right. Everybody needs that break, that moment to just shut out the world for just a little bit and focus on yourself. Why do you think it's so hard for women, especially busy professionals or moms, to give themselves permission to take a break?
I think we're conditioned to put everyone else first, and that can be at the detriment to our own health, our mindset, and this just gives a really encouraging way with accountability. Other people are going to be there in order to really give yourself that moment and that time.
Of course. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, I'm talking with Melissa Coulier, the creator of the Recess Club, which will be having its women-centered community event taking place this Saturday, October 4th at Marshbank Park. Now, Melissa, of course, I also want to talk about your personal connection with an event like this and with wellness. I would be remiss if I did not mention you are the wife of the incredibly talented Dave Coulier, of course, very well-known comedian, best known for Full House, who, of course, in the past year has dealt with a battle with cancer, which thankfully he has beaten. Talk about your own personal connection with wellness and why this event is beneficial for you and your own connection.
Yeah, so my connection to start was my own personal journey. I have lupus, and I was diagnosed in my early 20s, and it was really debilitating. I had chronic joint pain, And once I used food, movement, and mindset as medicine, I healed my body and I was able to move in a less pain-free or in a less painful way. I became a function first pain-free movement specialist and then co-founded a company called Live Well, Lead Well with my business partner, who is a holistic nutritionist who helped me on my journey to healing. And to your point with Dave, we, helped him through movement, mindset, and nutrition in order for him to stay resilient as possible. And taking recess breaks really helped us during the heaviness of all of the treatment and everything that we were going through with his chemotherapy, right? Just being able to go outside for walks was making such a huge difference and impact on our mental health, as well as just being able to move our body and get, fresh air, stepping outside, letting the sun kiss your face. All of those things are just so healing, and it seems really simple and basic, but we often forget the most simple, basic things.
That's absolutely right, and very, very happy to hear about how this has helped you and helped Dave with these programs. And you talked about nature a lot in terms of the healing process and the grounding experiences. How would you say that really comes into play with the Recess Club?
Yeah, so I make the Recess Club accessible for all ranges, most to moderate, and really making sure that people feel comfortable taking time in nature on these trails. It's healing just to get outside, right? And it's the fastest, simplest way to reconnect with your body. And so if you're outside in nature, you're away from all of the hecticness, the busyness, all of the stressors that are going on in your life. You're actually physically stepping outside of all of that. And so that in itself is part of that healing, and then just being able to connect with the sounds of nature, of, rather than listening to music or a podcast, it's tuning into the leaves in the wind and tuning into what's happening in real time.
That's right. And even those little moments can have such a big impact on your health and your well-being. And it's great that you're providing these experiences for all these people here in West Bloomfield. And you've got some other recess clubs happening throughout the rest of the month of October. Looking ahead, how do you see the Recess Club expanding into new formats or locations?
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting started, and we've been going since June. We're hoping to open up more chapters, a digital platform as well, so that people can come in and talk to each other that they've met, have an online community, as well as possibly weekend retreats. So it's just in the beginning stages, and we have lots of really amazing healing things planned for the community.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what's to come with the Recess Club in the future. Melissa, real quick before we let you go, where can people go to learn a little bit more information about what you're providing with the Recess Club and about future events?
Great. Yes. Everything is on my website at melissacoulier.com. And you can also find me on Instagram at Melissa Coulier.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what's to come, and it's great that you're providing all of these experiences to people here in West Bloomfield. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
Thanks for having me.